Okay, thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker. As usual, I'm Wembabazi Beatrice, the Woman Member of Parliament, Hoima District. Right Honourable Speaker, it is time for the hunter to be hunted. Because this has happened for 5 years. Where are the Auditor Generals of that time? This House must send a clear message, Right Honourable Speaker, to the public that infrastructure must be managed in the public interest and the revenues must be protected. This is the money that would have helped us to venture in other avenues for the development of this country. I commend the chairperson and the committee for the comprehensive report that it has given to us. We really need to see resources being managed well so that we can develop this country, because we can see broad daylight robbery. This is robbery of the highest order. So therefore, I, as a Member of Parliament for Hoima, I hereby support the committee.
Thank you. That is very, very Honorable Rogers. Then Honorable Nakai.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. First, I would like to thank the chairman and the committee for a job very well done. In my opinion, I would have thought the very good performance of the Entebbe Expressway would have given us a template and a blueprint for future infrastructure developments. But seeing the ills in that project, ranging from connivance by the relevant people, government entities, transfer pricing between Aegis and Pinnacle, cash collections that are not declared, so many flaws, it really gives us a very bad impression of this project. I would like, therefore, to urge that the committee recommendations be upheld, but also one of the issues that you raised regarding how we treat the Auditor General. Given that he's an office under this August House, I think we need to have a very thorough discussion on how we manage performance, responsibility, and discipline where there is defiance or error. I therefore want to suggest, and I want to urge my brother, the Minister of Works, he should take this report in good faith, because if the performance improves, then he will have more money to do future projects using road toll. I therefore submit. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. I'm Julius Nachi, Member of Parliament for Udadiri East in Sirongo District. I associate myself with the recommendations of the committee and I support them fully. I want this to be used as an opportunity for us to send a message that we are the 12th Parliament, a new generation of members of Parliament who are not threatened, who are not cowards, but who are here to protect the will of the people. I want to address the issue of cost for this Entebbe Expressway. It is being said that the expressway cost, I think, $476 million. That is not true. There's an international accounting standard called borrowing costs 23. What it says is that when you borrow money for a capital project, you also capitalize the interest. Meaning, if we were to calculate the interest that we are going to pay for 40 years on the 350 million, the project cost should be more than 500 million. Now, from the report, we are getting only about 4.6 billion per year because the contract is taking 24 billion. That is equivalent to $1.2 million. To recover the investment, it will take us 400 years to recover the investment on the Entebbe Expressway. Now, what is the way forward? My recommendation is this. From the studies that have been done, it is possible that we can collect $1 million per month from this expressway, meaning $12 million per year. If we were to tender out this process, for example, like local governments, the way they do markets, we get people who have money, we tell them you'll collect 12 million in a year, instead give us 10 million now. Then you go and collect 12, so that we get our money in advance. Otherwise, even if we give to another entity of government, we may get the same problem. So it is better we privatize this collection. People pay us in advance, then they manage. If they get 20 million, that's up to them. But from the study, we know the minimum.
1 minute more. 1 minute more. Those experts are...
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. So I was saying, by doing that, for example, if we're to get 10 million per year, it will need only 35 years for us to get back, to pay back the loan, because the loan is 350 million, and it's for 40 years. So you'll see that the repayment period for the loan will be matching with the collections. It will be 35 years against 40 years. But for now, the repayment is, the payback period is 400 years, and yet we're supposed to pay back in 40 years. And also in 40 years, the useful life of the road will be done. The road will not exist beyond 50 years, so there will be no residual value to collect. So I submit that we go private. Thank you.
Thank you. Leader of government business, you know people you should deploy accordingly. Honorable Enos.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Before I debate, I want to cite Rule 100.
Can we listen to Honorable Enos? Why has he excited you?
Thank you so much. Right Honorable, I want first cite Rule 100. 1. A member shall not take part in a discussion of any matter before the House or committee in which the member has direct pecuniary interest, unless the member has declared the nature of the interest to the House. I want to first declare my interest in this matter, that Pinnacle Security is a personal friend. I went to school with him. And even when Aegis was taking on the contract, I supported them in forming their quotation to Ministry of Works. But Right Honorable Speaker, now that I've put my interest to you, I would like to ask this House. First, I support and I appreciate the work of my colleagues. But there's a lot that was left out. And that's why I ask genuinely, because I spoke to the chairperson, I read the report, I had from Pinnacle Security. I really play that this House allows, we have a forensic audit of the last 5 years until today. Then we can determine effectively who is benefiting and who is paying the cost. Because when you look at the cost, Right Honorable Chair, the committee does not bring out to you that part of the 122 billion, 18 of that money is tax. 122 billion, 55 billion is what actually goes to the operation and maintenance, which is actually going to the contractors. And it's only not one contractor, there are 8 subcontractors that shared the 55 billion over 5 years. Now, meaning that the cost of actually running the road is not entirely 122 billion as they have brought it out. Number 2, Mr. Speaker, why I want us to do a forensic test is on the...
Honorable Isaac.
Right Honorable. Mr. I'm older than in Parliament. Sit down.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Right Honorable Speaker, I think when you call Isaac, we are many here.
Sorry, I'm sorry about
but
that.
I appreciate. I want to thank first of all the...
But since you said you're older than him,
yeah,
and then...
not only that, but I was his campaign manager. When he went, he dismissed me.
Yes.
When he went through, he dismissed me. But on a serious note, I wish first of all to thank the committee. I want to thank the minister special way. I think, Honorable Minister, you did as good when you really accept the report, and you also thanked us for that report. It is our report, colleagues. It is our report, and my only prayer will be very brief. One, we now realize that we are grappling with the issue of roads in this country. It is now true that Uganda has enough money. It is true that you can use that money to build our infrastructure. And this business of coming to borrow, we are borrowing simply because we have in-house problems. And those who are borrowing are the ones who are mismanaging the money. I get cold feet. Because here we are, and the government came in a good idea. We have seen roads building roads. And therefore, to break this vicious circle, we need to take this report very seriously. How? One, we need to be given timeline when it should be implemented. Two, I want to say to agree with the Attorney General or the Solicitor General for that purpose. There are going to be legal implications. It's very true we can talk here, But when you terminate and you re-terminate, there is a cost involved. They will not come back here, but...
Honorable Cadet, you've made a very good point.